Hi, this is Larry Hoppin, and I'm a professional musician for pretty much my whole life. I'm 61 now. And I guess the questions here are what's cool about playing in band, and what can playing in band do for you or lead to? And so I'll talk about that. And I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I started on trumpet when I was about 8 years old, and wound up, now I play trumpet and keyboards, piano, everything else, Hammond organ. I play guitar, and I play bass, and I play the radio. But anyways, I've had a nice life of playing and singing, and I want to talk to you about becoming a band member, if that's what you want to do, or just generally having music in your life as something to do. And the cool thing about playing in band, I mean, the way to do it, I think, is if you find yourself interested in playing music in band, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of other people. You make friends and stuff. But the way to do it, I would say, is pick an instrument, obviously, that you like or that you think you're going to like. And if you pick an instrument that you decide you don't really like that much, find one that you do, because whatever you enjoy in life is what you're going to do best. So I would make sure you pick an instrument that you really gravitate to and enjoy playing and learning about. The other thing I would say about playing instruments is that if you decide to learn to play piano, that will pretty much help you in the whole spectrum of music, understanding theory, understanding chords, and understanding other instruments, and the ranges they play in, and the different key signatures they're in, and all that stuff. Piano is kind of the whole orchestra laid out for you in a nice nice package. And it's the one instrument that is a foundation for everything, including guitar and, percussion, whatever. My band has been together now 40 years. I mean, that's my professional life. My band Orleans, we had hit records in the 70s and stuff. But when I started, like I said, when I was 8, I played trumpet. I took private lessons. I wound up playing in band first, and then eventually orchestra, and I joined the choir because I like to sing, the chorus, I like to sing, and I just got very involved in music. Let's see, what's the next? Oh, my parents bought me a ukulele for Christmas when I was 9, and that led to teaching myself how to play the ukulele, and then I quickly wanted to graduate to guitar. Ukulele has 4 strings, and the guitar, the top 4 strings are tuned just like a ukulele, but there's 2 more lower strings. So I did that, and I played acoustic guitar for a couple of years, and then I got my first electric guitar when I was about 12, and I formed my first rock and roll band, and I've been doing that ever since. And I would say that one really interesting thing in the band Orleans, I mean, we are known for quite a few different aspects of music, but the thing we're most known for probably is our vocal harmonies and our vocals in general. And I would say that because we all played in band and we all learned different wind instruments, and because we all understood orchestra and all that, but the wind instrument training is the main thing here. That turned out to be, later in our lives, extremely helpful because of breath control and the lung capacity to be able to sing well. And I still have really good lung control and breath capacity, even at 61 years old, and I'm still singing. And I would say that there's a direct connection between learning to play trumpet at 8 years old and going forward, and still being able to sing well in my 60s. Another thing I'd like to talk about is that another reason that playing the trumpet at a very early age. It would have been fine if I started when I was a teenager or whatever, but especially because I started so young and learned to read music, trumpet music. That's a skill that's come in really handy my whole life. I've been able to go into the jingle business in New York where you record. I was singing for national commercials, and it's a very, very good field, or was a very, very good field. I mean, it's not the same as it was back in the 80s when I sang. But the point is that being able to read music will serve you well if you go into any field of music, obviously. And if you go on auditions and they want you to read something, that's going to be really, really important. Some professional people, some professional musicians never learn to read, and they play by ear, and they're fantastic. But reading is a skill that will, like I said, serve you well. And if you can learn to read music, I think you will find it not only interesting but very, very useful through your whole life. The other thing that's great about music is that it connects you with people, not just the people you're playing music with, but your audience. And so you can make a lot of friends, and that's kind of been the story of my life. I think life is all about friendships and having relationships with people, and music is the universal language. And I've been able to travel the world to play music in Japan and South America and Europe and all those places, and that wouldn't have happened for me if I didn't play music. And it all started when I was just a little kid and decided that, my dad and mom played in the band, and I really liked my dad's trumpet, so I just gravitated to it and wound up studying trumpet, and that led to just flourishing on other instruments and making a whole life out of music. And not everybody is going to want to do that, but certainly there's a lot of cool things that come from playing an instrument and being in band, and I highly recommend it. I think it's a really good thing.